Hello world, hello friends. Happy to connect with you again here on Facebook Live. Yeah, a place where I invite connection, dropped in, a sense of being dropped in with ourselves and with each other. So, I'm not going to just be trying to throw a ton of information really fast. Hi Malin, thanks for dropping in. Yeah, I'll see any comments that are posted on the thread under the field of awakening below. Yeah, I guess I'll also start with a kind of announcement of a new experiment I'm doing for the month of April, which is I love being of service and helping and supporting people to heal and transform and do work with people. And I've also been really inspired in the past by paradigms of in the East where, for instance, maybe you put money in an envelope and then you put it in a box and the work is done by donation and it's anonymous donation. No one sees how much you donate. And yeah, there's a time and place to charge a specific dollar amount. There's a time and place to do donations where you acknowledge how much you've given. And there's something really nice for me about really focusing on the work and not being influenced by more money or less money involved in the picture. So anyone that wants a session for the month, in the month of April at least, I don't know if it goes well, maybe I'll extend it, but for the month of April, if anybody wants a session with me, you can book it. If you're in Colorado, where I am now, in the Boulder, Denver area, we can meet in person, and I'll give you an envelope, and you can put a donation in, or a picture you drew, whatever you want to put in there is fine, and then I will only open them after there's a pile, so I don't know who gave what. That's my easiest solution for my current circumstances. And I guess I would do online, meet with people online as well. But the donation, if there is one, would have to be not anonymous, I guess, through PayPal or Venmo or Cash App or TransferWise or whatever. So just send me a message if that interests you. Now, for today's topic, I talked about being okay with not knowing. There's something beautiful about supporting and finding more comfort in ourselves with being comfortable with not knowing, with the unknown. It's kind of the opposite of maybe traditional coaching ideas, like let's clearly define your goal and then let's clearly define the steps to get there. That's all working within the realm of the known. I know this is what I want, and I know these are the steps I need to get there, and then I can actually do something to get there, which is nothing wrong in that. And it's a little bit devoid of mystery and magic and soul, potentially anyway. If you're not, if it's already connected to soul, that's great. But is it okay to not know? We see experts, we see political conversations, we see the news, everything online. Everybody is an expert, everybody has answers. Here's the answer. Here's A, B, C. Here's the answer. Everybody has an opinion or a fact or whatever approach they have, whether it comes from science or or mythology or intuition. But I have an answer. I have the answer. How many people say I don't know? I just don't know. I don't know the answer to that question. I don't know what's next in my own life. Can we be in that not knowing? And what is the gift of being in that unknowing? What if I don't know what I'm going to say next? What if I'm okay with long pauses and long silences? If I'm okay with nothing happening? Can I orient to nothing needs to happen? And what happens when I do? Can I let the mystery of the universe move me? Can I let some universal intelligence, some source energy, something bigger and broader than just my mind, can I let that imbibe me, fill my cells, fill my self, and let that move me into a direction that maybe I never thought of before? This is listening to also emergence. What's emerging as something new? What's the evolutionary new that's coming through? If we do something from a plan that we have in our mind, we're just creating a plan from what we know and from what's in the past, from what we've already experienced. If we want to evolve into something new, into something we've never experienced, our mind will never know how to get there. Because it only knows what it already knows. Evolution requires inviting the unknown, in my experience. And the unknown can also be related to parts of ourselves that we've actually shut off, our shadow. Wounded parts that we've kind of tucked away, hidden away, and are no longer in our conscious awareness. So that can also be part of the unknown, is healing, reclaiming our wholeness and healing those energies that were too much for us at the time. And as we grow up, we have more resource and more ability to process things that we couldn't process long ago. This often happens in childhood. We adapt to circumstances that we don't understand. In our home environment, with our parents, we're like, oh, well, they're going to love me if I'm perfect, or if I'm silent and don't say anything, or we adapt these behaviors so that we can survive, and parents don't leave us on the street somewhere, so that they love us. At least we believe that. once we do that, we just start believing that's our identity and that's who we are. But what's really happened is that it is who we are, but there's another part of who we are that's actually hidden away. And, how do we reclaim those parts so that we can, maybe we're allowed to be angry again. We're not allowed to be angry as kids because parents would yell at us. Can we reclaim our anger? Reclaim that part of ourselves that believed anger would make us unlovable or make us be abandoned or make us somehow less than what we wanted to be. So I see the world kind of operating in the world of the known and the light. And for me, that's half the picture. The other half is the night, is the darkness, is the unknown. Unknown. We can make that about half of what we're paying attention to. What would happen? So this is a live extemporaneous talk that I'm giving, and I'm doing it every Thursday, 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, 6 p.m. Central European Time. And yeah, it's my commitment to be open and to be seen and to be in the public sphere, so to speak. Since we don't have really town squares anymore where people actually gather and talk in the full public arena. We gather just with our friends, with the echo chambers of who already believes what we believe, perhaps. And just like the unknown, I invite more unknown in my life and our lives also. I'm attempting to make these talks be just as much about what's being communicated beyond the words as the words that I'm saying. Like, okay, I'm saying some things, maybe they're cool, maybe you resonate, maybe you don't. And what's behind all the words? Is there a heart-to-heart connection? Is there an eye-to-eye connection? Is there soul-to-soul connection? Are we in our bodies? Do we feel our feet on the floor? Are we aware of our breath? Can we feel our skin? Are we in our senses? Sometimes I just close my eyes for a moment, or maybe a minute or longer, and it helps me feel with greater amplitude, with greater awareness what's happening in my inner realm. My emotions, my heart, my belly, sensing my inner space, my connection to Source. Remembering something of who I am. And being totally okay if I don't know who I am. We come from nothingness, we return to nothingness. Which is the same thing as we are everything. As a 6-year-old once said, without you there'd be no universe. And as I say, out of 1,000,000, billion, trillion possibilities, infinite possibilities, the universe chose to express itself in the form of me and you, each of us. There's something to be tremendously appreciated in that understanding. We are not by accident. And then I open my eyes and I have fresh, like someone's cleaned the window. See a little fresher again somehow. Well, I don't have a set duration for these Facebook Lives. If there's a question or comment, let me know. I might sign off soon. If there's not. I see someone else joined also. I can't see the names of who's joined unless you type a comment. Might be heading towards the end here. If anyone has questions or comments. present, being here in the dance between the known and the unknown, with an open heart, being seen. Being open. Alright, I'm going to sign off. Thank you so much. Till next time. Cheers.